A bold claim has been circulating in the health and wellness world that the simple, humble foods our ancestors ate might hold more power for cellular rejuvenation than the most advanced, lab-synthesized supplements. This isn't just a romantic notion about returning to a simpler time. It's a hypothesis grounded in our coevolution with ancestral foods. They put this idea to the test. The investigation pitted two ancient grains, einkorn and amaranth, against a class of popular synthetic peptides, all to answer one question: which is better at telling our cells to clean up, repair, and regenerate for resilience and longevity? To understand results, they defined what to look for. The investigation focused on three pillars of cellular health. First, autophagy, your cell's internal recycling and quality control. Cells gather worn components, wrap them in a membrane, and break them down for reuse. This prevents junk buildup that leads to dysfunction and disease. Second, mitochondrial biogenesis. Mitochondria generate ATP and coordinate lifespan signals. Biogenesis builds new powerhouses, like a city adding efficient power plants. Third, oxidative stress. Excess reactive oxygen species damage DNA, proteins, and membranes. They prioritized interventions that fortify defenses and reduce ROS burden. Autophagy clears damaged mitochondria. Biogenesis powers repair. Low oxidative stress protects both. These systems are deeply interconnected. The first contenders: heirloom einkorn and amaranth. Einkorn, amaranth. Einkorn is among the first cultivated wheats, with simpler genetics and different gluten. It carries higher protein, beneficial fats, and carotenoids like lutein. The team used whole grain extracts to capture the complete matrix. Amaranth, a pseudo-cereal and staple of Aztec, Maya, and Inca traditions, is a complete protein. Rich in manganese, magnesium, iron, squalene, and diverse phenolic acids, also preserved via whole food extraction. Opposite, a mixture of synthetic peptides, potent signaling molecules marketed to induce autophagy and biogenesis. Complexity versus specificity. Grains deliver thousands of synergistic compounds. Peptides target a single receptor. Which strategy evokes a more robust cellular response? The team used human cell cultures for a fair comparison. Two cell types relevant to metabolism, myocytes and hepatocytes. Control received no treatment. Treatments: einkorn extract, amaranth extract, and peptide mixture. Standardized timing and dose. Autophagy was tracked via LC3 modification. The team quantified LC3 by Western blot. Higher LC3-2 signaled elevated cleanup. Biogenesis: two approaches. First, mtDNA copy number by qPCR. Second, respiratory complex activity to confirm function. Oxidative stress, a dye that glows with ROS, quantified by fluorescence. Brighter means more stress. Together, these assays revealed how each contender affected cleanup, energy production, and protection, the fundamentals of cellular vitality. When the data were compiled and analyzed, the results were startling. Ancient grain extracts showed a stronger, more comprehensive effect than the synthetic peptide mixture. Grain-treated cells had markedly higher LC3-2, a clear autophagy signal over control and peptide groups. They also increased mitochondrial DNA content substantially and elevated enzyme activity, more and better mitochondria producing ATP. Peptides delivered only a modest bump. Crucially, grains slashed ROS fluorescence, indicating far lower oxidative stress. Peptides had minimal impact on oxidative stress, cleanup, energy production, and protection. Ancestral grains were the clear winners. Nature's intricate, time-tested chemistry decisively outperformed a single lab-designed signal. Einkorn and amaranth prevailed through food synergy. Whole grains deliver thousands of bioactives working in concert. They supply B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc, cofactors for energy metabolism and DNA repair. Polyphenols act as antioxidants and mild hormetic stressors that upregulate defenses. This fire drill boosts autophagy and antioxidant enzymes, building resilience. Fiber feeds gut microbes that produce SCFAs like butyrate, signals that enhance mitochondria and activate autophagy. Grains provide signals, raw materials, protection, and microbiome support, layered intelligent care. A synthetic peptide shouts one command. Whole foods engage in a nuanced dialogue our cells evolved to understand. Replicating an orchestra with a trumpet misses the music. Complexity matters for cellular repair. Nutrient density. Beneficial micronutrients and phytochemicals per calorie. Vitamins, minerals, and health-promoting phytochemicals should ride with every bite. Dense foods deliver rich biological information in a modest energy package. Einkorn and amaranth scored exceptionally high for nutrient density. They support countless functions, from protein building to DNA repair. Synthetic peptides provide signals only, no vitamins, minerals, fiber, or antioxidants. A signal without materials is like blueprints without bricks, steel, or wiring. Cells need a steady flow of diverse resources, not a single switch. Magnesium stabilizes ATP. B vitamins drive metabolism. Polyphenols shield mitochondria. Together, they outperform isolated effects. The findings are compelling and practical. Human trials are next, but you can make safe daily changes now. Don't discard all supplements. Use them for deficiencies with medical guidance. Prioritize nutrient-dense whole foods. Add ancient grains like einkorn and amaranth. Try whole einkorn berries, cook like rice or farro, or bake with 100% whole-grain einkorn flour. Use amaranth as creamy porridge, pop it for crunch, or thicken soups and stews. Avoid processed products that strip fiber and germ. Pair with colorful vegetables and healthy fats. Watch portions. Grains are calorically dense. Einkorn contains gluten, unsuitable for celiac, possibly better for some non-celiac sensitivities. Amaranth is naturally gluten-free. Introduce gradually and observe. Conclusion: whole food extracts of ancient grains outperformed synthetic peptides. They activated autophagy, spurred functional mitochondrial biogenesis, and protected against oxidative stress. Our cells evolved to interpret the complex symphony of whole foods, not isolated high-amplitude signals. Heirloom crops deliver balanced signals, essential materials, and protective shields in one package. For longevity, shift attention back to the pantry and the plate. Small, consistent choices build cellular resilience over time. No quick fix. Sustained, information-rich food. Food is not just fuel. It instructs our biology toward regeneration. By looking to the past, people can chart a healthier future. Honor the deep connection between our cells and ancestral foods, and let nature lead your longevity journey.